Hey again, it's Chris, and now it's time to take off this Road Warrior Plus film, and let's see the condition that it's in and where I've used it additionally since the first video. So you're showing me apply the Road Warrior Plus to the front of the car here, and you can see I've got loads of bugs all over it. I've been on a several-hour trip to a autocross in a different region and killed lots of bugs. I've also had to put on the National SCCA sticker and the BF Goodrich tire sticker, which these are individually cut out letters here, big vinyl letters. And on the side, on the morning of, I put a stripe of Road Warrior Plus and put these stickers on there, and you can see the national sticker on a spot back there. I made sure that I used a big glob on the edge there, so this will be easy to pull up. So I'll be really interested to see, as well as I'm sure you'll be interested to see, how well all these letters come off in one shot when we wet it down. I'm going to roll it out here into the driveway and start to do some washing on it. A little tough getting started. I use a bunch of water. Now it's coming off. Big letters here are definitely putting up some resistance. Get a little fit, just my fingernail under them just a bit to start the corner. I didn't have to get the corner on that one. I can peel it. I'm not even using my fingernail right here on this D. It's just peeling right off. Same thing with that O. Just came right off, and I'm being real gentle when I pull it. Real gentle, or else this is easy to rip. I'm going to pull this letter a little bit because it's going to rip. If it's not thick enough, it looks like it's going to rip. Boom. All the letters taken off. All taken off in just a couple minutes. I even put this over top of dirt. You can see I had to drive through some, not through a rainstorm, but after it rained, so a lot of spray from the highway was on the car. I just put the Road Warrior right on top of the dirt. I was just real gentle to not push it all around and scratch it. But it just came right up, and obviously it's super clean right here now as well, because the whatever dirt was embedded in the Road Warrior just got pulled right off when I cleaned it. So I just have to clean the edges a little bit. There's just a hair of residue around here where, you know, when you kind of roll and you didn't get a thick edge there, it just kind of faded out. You had to do it. You have to wash that a little bit. Remember, I put some Road Warrior down here beside these little vents. I don't really want to take that off, but since I'm going to wash the whole car, I'm probably going to pull that off anyways. There we go. Just had to use my fingernail just a little bit to start here. I didn't want to pour 500 gallons of water on here to soften it up. I figured I'd soften it up enough. So here with this sticker, I'm going to use my fingernail to make sure I get under that sticker to get it started. Look at that peeling off really easy. I'm just being real gentle while I'm pulling this. It's kind of faded off here. I didn't put a thick edge on this edge on the top or on this right side. So I'm pulling from where I made the thick edge to where I know it's a little thinner on the top. There, the sticker's off all the way. Boom. It all comes off. I even have a big clean spot there now. Piece of cake. Just gotta get it right down though.
So when I was driving up to this autocross in another region, we were driving on the highway after it had rained, so there was some spray from other cars that was hitting me. And after that happened, it seemed like the Road Warrior Plus really held up well to just a little bit of light water. It didn't peel off. It didn't seem like it got too soft. When it did get a little bit of waterlog, I could see some bluish or lighter spots on it. So it's not going to hold up to a huge soaking, but you can see from how difficult it is to remove it, it's not just going to fall off like some water-based paint or something like that. It does take some effort to peel this off, so it is totally going to hold up to a little bit of a shower or driving through some light rain for a while. A suggestion I have is that you might want to wait until the end of your car washing to peel the Road Warrior off. You can give it some extra soaking as you wash the hood or the fenders or whatever. It's definitely easier the more you saturate it, and it is quite easy to peel off, but it did take a lot of water initially to get it softened up. So if you do it toward the end of your car washing, you won't have to waste so much water just to saturate that for so long.
Boom. All dead bugs cleaned off in, what was that, 15 seconds or so. Perfect. Okay, so I'm done washing the car and pulled it back in the garage just to get a close-up of some of the details here. So here is where I put some of the Road Warrior Plus for those Bridgestone stickers, and there's just a little bit of residue left. So this kind of looks like where I had rolled it on, but it was really thin, like I didn't put that big heavy line up here. So I didn't scrub the car real hard when I was washing it. I was just rubbing it lightly just to get all the dirt off the top. But I'm probably going to want to get something else to try to peel some more of these little specks off of here. At the front end here, right in front of my headlight, try to get an angle on here. You can kind of see I had the Road Warrior Plus up to here and then not between the headlight and here. So there is just a little bit of a visible line And I can't tell if it's really any leftover Road Warrior residue or just the fact that I, had this part covered for so long and this was exposed. But I can see a little bit of a line, feel a little bit of a line there. It does feel like a lot of the wax has been pulled off of the front end. It definitely doesn't look as shiny as it was before. So this could use a re-waxing as well. But like I said, it was clean and covered, so re-waxing it should be a piece of cake. So here I'm trying to get off the little residue bits that were left over, and I'm just using the hottest water I can possibly get out of my tap and a very soft, you could use a microfiber towel. I'm using a window cleaning Tyvek kind of towel because that's also actually very good at taking off dirt. If you've ever used those for your glass, I highly recommend these Tyvek towels. I think they're called Incredible Towels or something like that. And I'm just saturating the area and letting the hot water go on top of the Road Warrior Plus to dissolve it away. And I did the other side. It worked pretty well. I'm not applying enough pressure to scratch the car, and of course I've already washed it, so all the dirt should be off of it now. But you can run your finger over and feel where there's any left, and then just saturate that area and let the heat and the water do the work for as long as you can keep it in one area, and it slowly dissolves away.
So a couple final thoughts after applying the Road Warrior Plus and now taking it off. Number one, always try to put a thick edge around all the edges on the area. It's super important. Put it on thick and put on that thick edge around the edges. Don't let a thin edge happen, or else that is going to be harder to remove. Like you saw, those little specks that were left over were really hard to take off. I did have to use a lot of water and scrub them for quite a while to get them all off and make it clean. Be patient with enough water to take it off initially. You're going to have to saturate it really well until you get it started. Maybe use your fingernail a tad bit. It can handle some light rain without coming off, so you don't have to worry about getting hit in a slight rain shower. Who knows? I don't really drive my car in heavy downpours, and I haven't had that happen yet, so I don't know how it's going to handle under a very torrential rain for very long. Hot tap water can certainly help take it off. Hot water will, help dissolve a lot of things. So if you need to get off those little specks, use hot water. And probably take it off towards the end of washing your car. If you're going to wash the whole car and you just did maybe the front bumper, and like I did, the front bumper and areas toward the bottom, you can wait till the end of the car washing to take that off, so you can just use some of the extra water to help saturate that and get it loosened up before you take that off at the end.